Hi guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the next installment in the 3 in 30 alphabet challenge that was set forth by the lovely Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I am on letter I, which is for index cards. And before I get into that, I just wanted to quickly share another amazing gift from my dear friend Lori. She's just so wonderful and so perceptive and so kind and generous. And she, knows that I love llamas and alpacas and all things having to do with, those creatures. I mean, look at that face. Look at that face. And so she sent me this vial of, let's see if I can get it in frame, llama enchantment dust. Like, how stinking cute is that? So basically what I'm gathering from the little note that comes with it, this is like the dirt and dust that comes off of the fibers after they have sheared the llamas. And, they're cleaning the wool and everything. So this company, it's called Fox Hill Llamas. You can see down here. They are in Australia, and in Western Australia. And they, they sell these little vials of the dirt that comes off of their animals. And they have, like, it's so creative. They have found a creative way, to, help their business and sell a product that, normally no one would want, anything to do with, because it's just basically dust and dirt. But when you put it in a cute little vial and add a label and include, an adorable little note, it becomes something, sellable. And I love it. And it sits on my desk and I look at it every day and I feel more enchanted in my life. And I absolutely love it. So this is a company on Etsy. Fox Hill Llamas, I believe, is the shop name. And so you can go and check them out. But they sent this adorable postcard. Yeah, here it is, right here. There we go. There is the Etsy shop. Fox Hill Llamas. Llama fiber products, handmade papers, and more. And here's an example of some of the handmade papers. So pretty. And then this actually is some of the handmade paper, and then they laminated that and put their little explanation. It even says, beware, the dust is extremely powerful and the cork should always stay intact. Once you open the vial, the dust will cover everything. Reversing this, in parentheses, cleaning this, will be impossible. Please handle with extreme care. So it's just, it's so cute. What a clever idea. And then the package had all these little llama stamps, dancing across the package. And then it's just this cute little envelope. And there was some of the paper inside there. So I just wanted to share that real quick because Lori just absolutely gets me, and I was just thrilled to get this in the mail before we left for our trip to Florida, which was amazing. We had a fabulous time. The puppy, oh my gosh, I tell you what, I was anticipating just kind of a miserable road trip because I've never, I've taken road trips with cats before, and I can tell you that it is completely different traveling with a puppy. He was so good, so good. He practically slept the entire time that we were in the car. And if it wasn't for, us as humans deciding that we needed to stop, I don't know that he would have ever bugged us to stop. Like, he was so good. He was just, yeah, it was amazing. But as soon as we got to Georgia, he started with these horrible allergies. So basically he's allergic to Georgia and Florida. I have no idea what in particular he is allergic to. I can tell you that Florida does not agree with me either. So, it didn't really shock me. But like as soon as we got to the hotel in Georgia the first night, his eyes just got red as red could be, and he was just scratching and itching. So basically I called the vet, and they just said, you know, give him some Benadryl twice a day, and that helped. But I tell you what, he was such a trooper, because I'm pretty sure he was congested like the entire trip, and he constantly had his little mouth open and his little tongue hanging out, but he was such a good sport about it. And we went to dog parks every day we were down there, and he had an absolute blast, making new friends with other puppies, and he was spectacular the entire time. And you know, we got to see our boys, so that was, you know, obviously the highlight of the trip was seeing our kids. So, you know, he did very well. And my oldest hadn't even met him in person yet, so that was fun. And yeah, we just had a great time. It was absolutely wonderful. And then we came home, and it's like 30 degrees, and it's been doing nothing but like snow and rain and sleet since we got home. So, yeah, I'm not feeling real great. I kind of feel like I might be getting a cold. I'm praying that that is not the case, because that would, you know, that would just cause a lot of problems, and I don't want to be sick right now. So, lots of prayers, good thoughts, fingers crossed, no sickness before Christmas. I don't have time. All right, so let's get back to the actual, you know, thing at hand here. So I said I was on letter I, and letter I is for index cards. And I have pulled out a few of Dee Dee's index cards. Now, her shop on Etsy is Two Precocious Dames, and I will put that in the description box below. I believe, and I hope I'm getting this right, I'm pretty sure that she has the coffee dyed sets of cards available in her shop all the time. You get like 10 of the large index cards, 10 small index cards, I believe, 10 time cards. Anyway, it's a huge pack of awesomeness. So this is from that pack. And then I believe the colored ones that she does with Rit Dye, I believe that these are like special order only. So if you are interested in the gorgeous colored ones, you can send her a message on Etsy and ask her if she would, you know, make you a set, because they're gorgeous. And I just picked out a few colors here. Basically, I'm kind of rolling this into a couple different things that I'm doing right now. One of the items I'm going to make is just kind of a generic, and I'm just going to use the coffee dyed one for that, and a couple of things I had sitting on my desk. The other two I'm going to make are to go into a journal that I'm doing as my first design team project for Susan Taylor Brown. That's her name, and then that's her YouTube channel. And her Etsy shop is Poppiness, and I will link that in the description box below as well. And I'm using 2 of her kits to make this journal. The one that I'm using today as part of this challenge is called Grow Garden Grow. And basically, you get this gorgeous page of mini advertisements, like seed packets and, well, I don't know if they're seed packets. They might be. Some of them, I think they're just advertisements for different kinds of gardening things. And then you get 2 pages of larger images that you can use for, you know, journaling cards or tuck spots. They're just absolutely stunning. I love the colors in this. This one, I think this one is my favorite right here, that little girl. And then you get a background page, and I printed it out on my very last piece of vellum, and I'm sad. I need more vellum, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to buy that on the no spend. Speaking of the no spend, I feel like I have sort of failed, but I also feel like I have done okay, because for the most part, I have not done any shopping at any of like the big craft stores. I haven't gone to the thrift store during this whole time. The only things that I have done are I've purchased some items at an antique mall. Those were just some vintage and antique ephemera so that I could make my digital kits. And then I have also purchased some vintage ephemera and items on Instagram through a few different lovely ladies that have some amazing items. I will do a video about that another time because I'm already 10 minutes into this and I haven't even started crafting. So anyway, I don't know if vellum is allowed. Maybe you can let me know so I don't feel guilty. Anyway, I just printed that out. So I don't think, I might use some of this. I might use some of the vellum. I don't know. I definitely want to use these. So basically, I'm just going to start the timer because I am talking too much and you don't want to listen to me talk all day. So here we go. All right. I'm freezing cold, so I'm going to try, hopefully my hands will cooperate. I'm going to start with this one first. So I have a die that cuts out these little tiny like tag pockets, and I had cut these out a long time ago, and just I've never done anything with them. So I thought, why not make like a little, oh, I don't know which one I want to use. You know what? I could use both, I guess. Make a little like tuck spot with the index card, and then I could attach these little pockets to it. So you would have a tuck spot in the journal, and then you would also have a couple little tiny pockets to add some stuff to. So that is what I had in mind. I apologize. I'm not sure if you can hear it. The garbage, I was trying to wait until all the garbage trucks were finished for the day, but they came later than I was expecting and I just couldn't wait any longer. So hopefully it's not too loud out there. So I hope everybody who celebrated Thanksgiving had a wonderful time. We bought a heat and eat Thanksgiving dinner from Costco, which was actually really, really good. Yeah, it was great. I don't like to cook. No one really likes to cook in my family. We didn't want to spend all day cooking. So we just did that. Okay, so I'm going to turn it this way. Yeah, that's cool. And I'm going to round my corners here. Anyway, yeah, and I did actually go out a little bit Black Friday shopping. My boys wanted to go to like Best Buy and Target. While they were at Best Buy, they dropped me off at a store I'd never been to before called Christmas Tree Shops and That. I was very intrigued as to what that was. I did hear somebody talk about it here on YouTube, and I'm so sorry. I can't remember who it was. But I was very intrigued as to, you know, what that whole situation was. So basically it's like half Christmas shop and half all kinds of other stuff. You know, stationery, and they even had like some food and some, I think I saw like paper towels and toilet paper. They had like a pet section. It was like literally and that. It was just, you know, a bunch of stuff. And so I just went in there. I got some gifts for some friends. I didn't even really buy anything for myself. I did get some coffee. There's a kind of coffee K-cups that we like, and they happened to have them and they were on sale. So I did purchase a box of those for myself, but pretty much, oh, I got Buddy, I got Oscar some toys. I got him a little Christmas scarf. And then the boys picked me up and we went to Target and I got him a sweater. Oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing. I will try to remember to attach a picture of him wearing it at the end of this video. Hopefully I will remember. I'm sorry if I forget. uploading videos has become quite an ordeal. And sometimes by the time I'm, done, I just don't want to deal with anything anymore. And I kind of forget to do anything extra. So, but I will try. But he's so cute. Oh my gosh. And he's such a good sport. He puts up with me. It was so funny because my youngest, Tyler, I was going nuts over the puppy in the sweater, and he turns to my husband and he whispers, but he knew I could hear him. He's like, "Did she get this excited about us when we were little?" I'm like, I did. I actually did. I was a nutcase mom who, all the holidays they had, their little special outfits. And when they were little, they matched, even though they're not twins, I always kind of like dress them up similarly when they were little. So yes, I did love my children more than I love the dog. They joke all the time, and they're like, "We think you like this dog more than you've ever liked us." And I'm like, that's not true. Most of the time anyway. No, I love my kids. I miss them so much. It's really hard being very, very far away from both of them, but they're coming up for Christmas, so I get to see them then. Okay, so basically, I don't know. I'm just going to keep this pretty simple. Maybe we can add some brads in the holes here. Let me dump this out a little bit. But yeah, I didn't go nuts. I will say I did buy a couple digital kits off of Etsy because they were like 70% off over the, weekend. So I'm sorry. I feel like I'm doing my best. When I apologize to all of you. When I set forth this challenge, 4 months did not seem like a very long time. And if any of you are still on board with this challenge, I'm sure you will agree with me that, it has been a very long few months. We still have like practically a month left of this challenge, and it's just, it's hard. That's a long time. And especially when I'm trying to do things, to help grow my business and things like that. And you come across things that you don't see every day. So I'm just counting it as a win that, I'm not doing, crazy binge shopping at the craft stores and things like that, because I feel like, that's good if I'm not doing that. Okay, so I am going to add, I just put these brads through here. I need to speed up. I just have some double-sided tape, and what I'm going to do is add that over top of the brad. It serves two purposes. One, it will help kind of keep the brad from spinning. It'll kind of hold it down. And two, if I decide that I want to make, make a pocket behind here, it'll keep anything from getting caught on that brad. I'm not sure that I'm going to do that in this case, but I mostly just want to use this to hold it down. So, but I have, you can use this for that. It comes in quite handy. So you just leave it. You just leave the backing on, and then you have a nice smooth surface there. Okay, so like I said, I don't think I'm going to worry about making it a pocket in the back. I'm just going to make this, I'm just going to, plop this whole thing down. I did get a new Fabri-Tac bottle out, but I have a real issue with starting a new bottle before I have finished one. So I've had this sitting upside down in a cup all morning, so hopefully it will behave for me. I don't want to throw it away because it's expensive, but you know, I don't want to start a new bottle when I have one sitting here that's still, you know, has a lot of glue in it. So I probably should just add some acetone. I totally forgot what that was called for a second. All right. So while I'm gluing this, I'll tell you a story. It's a puppy story, so I'm sorry. Feel free to skip ahead if you don't want to listen. So my boys live in an apartment complex, obviously, in Florida, and there's lots of dogs that live there. And there was a corgi that lived in a second-story apartment that was on the path between my boy's apartment and like the car and like where we would, you know, walk him and things. And he couldn't see the corgi because it was on, you know, a second floor apartment, but he could hear it. The corgi barked every time anyone went past, right? If it was out on the balcony, which was almost all the time. And Oscar just bark and growl and try to find this dog every time we would go past. And it was like this, we kept making jokes about, you know, Oscar's got this little, like, you know, nemesis he can't even see. And then when we were leaving, we were actually packing up, we were getting in the car to go, and we were walking past, and Oscar finally looked up and saw the corgi. And it was like, you know, the final, you know, whatever. It was funny. Anyway, I'm done gluing, so I can shut up now. Okay, so a very simple little piece. And if I had more time, I'd probably add some things to that. But you could just add this to a journal page and, you know, just glue it on 2 sides and make it a tuck spot. You could glue it on 3 sides and make it a pocket. And then you've got little pockets here. I don't have anything small sitting here, but you can, you know, just add little tags or something to that. So that's cute. Okay, the next thing I want to do is, I'm going to use this gorgeous purple. Look at that. Oh, I love it. All right, and I purchased these a while back at the antique mall. I have no idea if they're old, but they're really thin. I guess they're meant to be doilies, but they're, you know, they're paper. And what I thought was I could sort of maybe decoupage this onto a corner here, because I want to use this in the journal that I'm making using Susan's gorgeous printables. And since it's such bright colors, I thought this would kind of go perfect. So what I'm gonna do, I need just something to glue on. I wonder if I should cut it ahead of time. Well, okay. Again, I'm gonna do kind of a tuck spot / pocket here. So I want it to kind of fill the corner here. So I'm trying to decide, oh, I know what I can do. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'll get a pencil and mark where I need to glue. All right, that'll work. And I'm just going to use glue stick because I might end up sewing around it when I actually get around to making the journal. I don't have time to do that at this moment, but Don't curl, don't curl. Come on. All right. There we go. Shaking the whole desk. All right, that's cute. I like that. And yeah, I probably will. I'll probably sew around that or add a layer of Mod Podge over top. That might work too, but right now I don't have time for that. So I am just going to cut around. Let's see if this will work, or do I have to cut it? Bet you I'm gonna have to cut it. Yep. All right. There. Oh, that's so pretty, and I think that's gonna look fabulous with the rest of Susan's papers. That's really pretty. Okay, so that's done. Get rid of that. Okay, what I have left here, I think what I decided is I'm going to cut these out. I'm thinking I kind of want to be able to fold like two of them in half and make like a snag-free hidden paper clip, but I don't want it to be blatantly obvious that they're upside down. So maybe instead of doing that, okay, let me move this out of the way. And let me think here. Let me get my paper trimmer. All right, sorry, this is gonna be kind of weird. Definitely want to use these. Well, I think what I want to use. I think I want to use these pansies here, and maybe this one here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave a little bit of that background. Sorry. And then I'm gonna decide on the width that I want it. And I think, let's see what we can do here. This is 1.5, that's too much. It's 1 maybe. Yeah, 1 will work. All right, so they're gonna be 1 inch wide. And just cut off by, let's see, let's do 1 3/4. Yeah, that works. Okay, so 1 inch. 1 inch by 1 3/4. So then you end up with like a nice little background and then the gorgeous image there. So that's gonna work. Where's my inch? Or did I? That wasn't an inch, was it? No, it's actually 1.25 inches. Okay. It was this line here. But no, I can't use that one. Okay, let's pick a different one. Let's use these up here. I was really missing crafting, guys. Oh my gosh. I was, yeah, we were driving back and I'm like, I cannot wait to get back in my craft room and make something. It was difficult. Let's see, where is... I'm working on a cross stitch project for my younger son. He asked if I would make it for him, oh my gosh, over a year ago. And I just have not had time with everything else going on. Let me make sure they're the same size. Okay, so let me think for a second before I continue talking. All right, so what I need this to do is be a little bit wider. So the width was 1.25, correct? So we'll do you want to do 1.5? Let's try that. So that'll give us a little bit of a border there. And then I want to fold this and put this one on the other side. So I think I will score it first. Let me go get my scoreboard. All right, so I want to score it. See, so you can actually see what I'm doing here. At I think 2 inches. Yep. All right. So we'll score it at 2. So sorry, guys. So sorry. All right, and then basically this is 2 inches, so we'll just cut the rest off the bottom like that. All right, let me get rid of this. All right, I was hoping I'd have time to make more than one, but that's not going to happen. All right, let's ink this up. Okay. So basically, when you do this, your paper clip goes over this piece, and then you glue your other pieces here. But I think what I want to do, so you don't see the paper clip at all, is I'm going to add I'm gonna add something. Let's see. Just have, I'm gonna look and see if I have just a piece of fabric here. And I do, it's just all kind of a mess in here. Okay. I don't want it to be, I don't want it to cover up all that color, obviously, because that's kind of the point, right? Get rid of some of these strings. All right, and then just thought this could go over top. Just to cover up the just to cover up the paper clip. Sorry, I got quiet. Like that. Okay, so and then when you put these on, you could even do them like, do I like that? Maybe I don't like that. Maybe I don't care about the paper clip showing. No, I do care. I do care. All right. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I don't want it to show, so I'm just going to put it in the middle where the image is going to go anyway. It'll just hold it there. Oh, come on, glue. Oh, sorry, guys. I still feel like we're going to make this time, though. I'm feeling really good about this one. All right. There. So that covers up the paper clip. And then there, that I like that. Okay, so you can see I just did it, you know, kind of diagonal off center here. So you can still see the fabric over here on the sides. And you can see the beautiful color of the index card. All right. There, I just did the same thing on that side. Look at how cute that is. Oh, I love it. And then let me find something. Let's use our little llama postcard. So then that'll just slide right over the top of a page. And then you have a pretty decorative paper clip on both sides. Oh, I love it. All right, awesome. Now let me, come on. What are you doing? Let's get off of there. There we go. All right, let me put the cap. Look at this, guys. Like more than 20 seconds left. Yay! Finally, I did it in under 30 minutes. It's miraculous. All right, so we have, you know, this start really of, I'm going to stop the timer so it doesn't beep, of a tuck spot / pocket for the journal. I really like how this turned out. And how easy was that, really? I mean, that took no time at all. And it's super, super pretty. And I'll add some stitching or, you know, some lace or something to that. And then you have this one that you have two little pockets. I'm gonna, yeah, I just don't have anything sitting here. Oh, here, this will work. You have two little pockets here that you could add, you know, some tags to or what have you. And then you can make it a pocket as well. All right, so yeah, here we go, guys. I'm so excited that I did it in under 30 minutes. All right, so I am going to put a poll up on YouTube. You should be able to see it if you're subscribed to me. I'm not sure if it's public, so anyone should be able to find it. It might be under the community tab on my YouTube channel, my actual channel page. So if it doesn't come up in your feed, you should be able to see it under that tab on my page. Anyway, the poll is going to kind of ask how often you like to see videos from me. I'm trying to set up more of an upload schedule. And I want it to benefit you guys as much as it benefits me. I think it would be very helpful for me to know, okay, on Mondays right now anyway, and I know today's Tuesday, but normally on Mondays I'm doing the alphabet challenge, and then on, you know, Wednesdays I'm doing this maybe or whatever. So I'm just going to kind of create a poll to kind of get an idea from you guys, because you're the ones who are watching, to see what you would prefer. And then, you know, I'll kind of go from there and try to put together something that you know, I feel is good for all of us. Because right now, you know, the way I work is I just do, and I don't really have any sort of, you know, I have a planner, I don't use it. And I think I'm kind of getting to the point where it's becoming a little overwhelming to just have a bunch of lists sitting around, which is literally what I have right now. And then I also have like a master list in my head, and I can't contain that any longer. So I just kind of want to, you know, and then I think it's also nice as a viewer. I also watch YouTube, obviously. It's nice to know, you know, what's coming up maybe, for your favorite channels. And, you know, I'm not saying that I'm your favorite channel, but I know for me, when, you know, my favorite channels, I like, you know, it's kind of nice to know if they do have a sort of schedule. It's kind of nice knowing when things will be uploaded. So if you would be so kind as to just kind of, you know, vote in that poll for me. One of the options will be, I don't care. Whenever you upload something is fantastic. So, you know, still vote, even if you don't really have an opinion on an actual schedule. And yeah, so I am going to, I have a lot of things on my list. I'm going to get to work on them, and I will be back as soon as I can with something new or something old? I don't really know yet. I'm still on vacation mode, so I need to kind of start getting my head back into crafting / business mode. Oh, I did want to say, and I'm very upset that I've had to do this. I was offering free shipping in the US on orders over $35. That whole Etsy thing that came out whenever that was, July, I don't even remember. You know, I thought it was fine. When it came out, I was like, okay, you know, I can do that. I understand shipping is expensive and I don't like to pay for shipping. So I did it. Etsy's answer was just increase your the prices of your products to cover the shipping cost, which never really sat right with me. That felt very wrong. And I didn't do that. It just felt wrong, because if I send something, you know, down the street from me, you know, 30 miles, it's going to cost a lot less for me to ship that than if I ship something across the country. You know, there's a huge difference, and that's not my fault. It's not the customer's fault. It's just the way the post office is. And it felt very wrong to me to increase my prices based on the farthest shipping distance, because I don't know who's going to buy my items, right? I can't predict if it's going to be someone in California or if it's going to be someone in Ohio. That felt very wrong to me. There was no way I was going to do that. And since I initiated this, you know, free shipping over $35, I have actually, my business has suffered for that. I don't want anyone to take this as a complaint or a rant or anything. I'm just trying to explain why I have had to stop that free shipping. So you will not find that in my shop any longer. And I'm upset about it, because I really would like to be able to do that. But when I ship something across the country, it sometimes costs as much as if I were to send it overseas. And I just can't do that. It's hurting my business, and I'm losing money. I am in no way, I don't want any of you who have purchased something to apologize. I don't want you to feel bad about that in any way. Please do not, because it was my decision to do it. I am just explaining kind of, you know, for those of you who don't sell on Etsy or don't, you know, ship things, it just isn't going to work for my shop right now. Yeah. All right. Enough of that. So you won't, you know, I apologize. I am very sorry. I do combine shipping all the time. So if you buy multiple items, and Etsy doesn't do a very good job of giving us the option to combine shipping automatically. So your shipping costs, you know, if you buy multiple items, it may be astronomical, and you might be like, oh my gosh, why is it going to cost, you know, whatever. If it's, you know, I always refund overages if it's more than $1 for shipping. So like if you pay $25 to ship, you know, a couple items, because that's what Etsy calculates, and it only costs me $12 to ship it, you know, in reality, I will absolutely refund the $13. Okay. But I can't do it ahead of time. It has to be done after, and I will do it as quickly as I can. Just, you know, that being said, because I understand and I'm not gonna take money from people that doesn't belong to me. I mean, if it doesn't cost me that much to ship it, I'm not gonna charge you that. Okay, this video is getting really long because I shoved a lot of stuff into it, so I apologize. Thank you if you stayed around to listen to my little rant, even though I didn't want it to be a rant. I hope you liked what I came up with here. And, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help our channels. If you're not already a subscriber, I would love if you would subscribe and hang around. I know I had promised a while back that I was going to do some like super secret hidden giveaways. And I am still planning on doing that. So please, if you watch my videos, watch till the end, because that will be where the giveaways are. Okay. And I will start doing that again real soon. Yeah, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.